What is going on, guys? It has been a while since I've done a real GP video, but today I am bringing you the real GP of the Adamant Dragons. Alright, so even though I actually completed the series that I was working on, I said I would still go through and do some real GP videos here and there for NPCs that are released. It has been a few months since the Adamant Dragons have been released, so I finally feel comfortable actually doing a real GP video on them since the prices have stabilized. If you haven't done so yet, please tap that subscribe button for me. It really means a lot to me. If you'd like to hang out with some other people outside of RuneScape, consider joining my Discord. The link is in the description below. And if you're looking for somewhere to hang out in-game, my CC is always open, so please feel free to join that and chat with everybody as well. Alright, so with my real GP videos, around this time of the video is usually where I show you guys how to get there, but since you need to complete Dragon Slayer 2 to actually get to the place where Adamant Dragons are, you should remember how to get there, so I'm going to be skipping that part of the video. Instead, we'll go right into the background information. So the Adamant Dragons were released on January 4th, 2018 with the release of the Dragon Slayer 2 quest. They have a combat level of 338 and a hit points level to go along with that of 295. The Adamant Dragons are aggressive and they are poisonous, sort of. They have a special attack that they will shoot at you, kind of like the Lizardman Shaman special attack. It's a poison attack that will hit you. If you're not wearing a Serpentine Helm or using some sort of anti-poison, it will do a ton of damage, like over 20, 25 on its initial hit, and then the splashes that splash around you will also do like 10 to 15 damage. Their max hit with melee ranged is 29, and their weakness for dragons is the usual stab Dragon Hunter crossbow. They do attack with melee ranged, magic, and dragon fire, and they give 325 Slayer experience per kill. As for the Adamant Dragons combat stats, they are very strong. They have an attack level of 280, strength level of 280, defense level of 272, range level of 186, and a magic level of 186. As for their defensive stats, their stab bonus is the lowest at plus 30. Don't try to slash or crush them because it's not going to work. Because they have a magic level of 186, magic is not going to be the best here, and their range defense is plus 95, but using a Dragon Hunter crossbow here can hit through that pretty well, but I believe that melee is still the best approach to killing these. As for the Adamant Dragons drops, they have 3 unique drops, one that is unique only to the Adamant Dragons, one that is unique to only Adamant and Rune Dragons, and one that is unique to most high-level dragons. The first one is the Dragon Limbs, which are dropped by Adamant and Rune Dragons. With the Adamant Dragons, they are dropped at a rate of 1 in 1,000. The Dragon Metal Slice, which is unique to only Adamant Dragons and is used to make the Dragon Kite Shield, it is a very rare drop at 1 in 5,000. And lastly, the Draconic Visage, which is also a very rare drop at 1 in 9,000. Some other drops you might want to keep an eye out for are the Dragon Plate Legs, Dragon Plate Skirts, Grimy Snapdragons, Torstals, and Renars, Dragon Javelin Heads, and Dragon Bolts Unfinished. Moving on to the gear setup, what I will be going with is the Helm of Nitznot, Fire Cape, Amulet of Torture, Unholy Blessing, Zamorak and Hosta, and Dragon Defender, Bandos Chestplate and Tassets, Barrows Gloves, Primordial Boots, and an Imbued Treasonous Ring. Now the reason I go with this is because at the time of this video, Zulrah scales are pretty expensive, and using the Serpentine Helm can get quite costly. Over in my inventory, you will see a Super Combat Potion, an Extended Super Anti-Fire, Antidote ++, 2 Prayer Potions, 16 Sharks, a Dig Site Pendant, and some House Teleports. Now comparing the Antidote ++ to the Serpentine Helm, the Antidote ++ only costs about 250 GP for a 4-dose potion, and it lasts a very long time. So it will do the exact same thing as the Serpentine Helm and negate a lot of damage from their little poison splooge attacks. So if you're doing this in the near future from its release date, I definitely suggest using an Antidote ++ in place of the Serpentine Helm unless you want the extra defense, but with this gear setup, the Bandos range defense is plus 290 and the melee defense is also very good. So the extra defense bonus from the Serpentine Helm could help, but it's not exactly necessary. When it comes to fighting these things, I figured out that as much stab bonus as you can get is the best approach. I did try using the Dragon Fire Shield and a Berserker's Ring Eye, but subbing that out for the extended Super Anti-Fire and the Dragon Defender and Treasonous Ring, the kills really did get sped up a lot, and I always got 5 kills per trip, and with how much stuff they drop, that is pretty much the maximum that your inventory is going to be able to hold. So this setup right here is absolutely what I suggest. Alright, so now that we have gotten all of that out of the way, we can get to the juicy part of the video. Now in the old Real GP videos, I usually stated an NPC for 25 hours, but since I've got so much going on with my Slayer Pure series and my Maxing series, and I'm still trying to do Real GP videos on top of that, I did cut the time down to 12 hours. Now I do think that is still enough to get a great reading on how much you can actually make somewhere. 12 hours playtime is half a day. So, with the loot up on the screen, you will see that I had a total loot value of 10,508,059 GP. As for supplies, you do use a lot of stuff, and these things do hit very hard. I used a lot of house teleports, dig site pendants, super combat, extended super antifires, antidote pluses, which didn't really matter, those don't cost anything, prayer potions, and I used 1,763 sharks in 12 hours. So as for that, all of my supplies ended up costing me 3,226,816 GP. This left me with a total profit of 7,281,243 GP, and averaging this out over the 12 hours, I am left with a profit per hour of 606k per hour. So now that we got the Real GP per hour up there, I will give you some final thoughts. The Adamant Dragons are pretty terrible to kill. They are not really that fun. They can use that poison attack a lot of times in a row. I think the most that I saw it in a row was about 5. So my suggestion to you is I wouldn't really camp these for money. It is a decent rate at 606k per hour, which if you did watch one of my finale videos, that would have landed it right in the middle of the countdown. But I think that these should only be killed on a Slayer task. As far as camping them goes, the only reason I would camp them is if you're actually chasing the Dragon Metal Slice. That thing can be worth some money, and it's a pretty rare drop, but other than that, I'd say stay away from them unless you're on a Slayer task. But alright guys, that is gonna do it. Thank you for watching my most recent Real GP per hour video. Obviously the next one I'm gonna be doing is gonna be the Rune Dragons. I'm not sure when that's gonna be out because I am working on 99 construction at the moment, so I'm trying to get that done and out of the way. Like I said earlier, if you haven't done so yet, please tap that subscribe button on your way out. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will try to respond to every single one that I possibly can. Once again guys, thank you for watching this video. I will see y'all next time. Take it easy.